Good morning, 7th grade. So this week we are going to continue on with multi-step equations, and we're going to be using the distributive property. So we're going to do a little refresher of just what the distributive property looks like and solving like a two-step, and then we'll move on. So again, we can't forget that when there's a number on the outside of the parentheses, that's what we are distributing in. So in this first example over here on the left where we've got this 4, that 4 is being distributed, and don't forget we have to multiply it by each one of those terms. So 4 times negative x is going to give me a negative 4x, because remember that's like a negative 1 hiding out front. And then I've got the first 4 times 4. That's going to give me 16. And then I can just bring down the equals 12. And if you're kind of confused as to where that came from, let's take a look. We've got, again, our 4 on the outside. So 4 times a negative x. So 4 times a negative 1x is going to give me that negative 4x. And then 4 times 4 is going to give me that 16. And then I've got a two-step equation, which you guys are rock stars at solving. So I can go ahead, subtract 16 from both sides, bring down that negative 4x. 12 minus 16 is negative 4. Divide by negative 4 on both sides. X is 1. So all we're doing is we're distributing the number, the coefficient that's on the outside, and then solving our equation. So I'd like you guys to try this one, and I'm going to ask you to pause it, and I will show my answer in 3, 2, 1. Now, before I solved that two-step, I wanted to make sure we were okay with distributing. That negative 6 times 1 is going to give me that negative 6, and negative 6 times negative 5v will give me a positive 30v. Don't forget, in case you aren't using your little sign triangle of a negative times a negative, is going to give me a positive. So then I can go ahead and solve that two-step equation. Gonna go ahead and do what I do on both sides. Equals 60, divide by 30. V is equal to 2. There we go. So again, as we're looking through these, make sure we're distributing first. I think about our order of operations, GEMDAS or PEMDAS, and then solving just like we did a two-step, or in this case, multi-step equation. So we're gonna do 2 more examples in this video. Alrighty, this one looks a little more confusing, but I totally know that we can do this. So let's take a look, and again, I want to take a look and see, okay, I've got an 8 on the outside that needs to get distributed to only what's inside the parentheses. So 8 times 4k, 8 times 4k is going to give me 32k, that's the first part, and then 8 times a negative 4 or a minus 4 it's going to give me a negative 32, and that's the left side of the equation. And there's nothing to be distributed or combined like terms on the right-hand side, so I can just bring down that 5k minus 32. And so after I distribute, it's exactly like what we worked on last week. So I'm going to solve this equation just like I did. I personally like to bring the variables over to one side first, so I'm going to add 5k to both sides. So this way I can make it a little bit easier for myself. 37k minus 32 equals, don't forget about that sign, minus 32. Oops, add 32 to both sides to get this to cancel out. 37k equals 0. Well, anytime I divide 0 by anything, it's always going to give me 0. So k will equal 0. So make sure as you are working through this question, remember your goal is to, first things first, is you're going to distribute. You're going to distribute anything that needs to get inside of the parentheses. So if it's on the outside, it only goes to what's inside. The 8 went to the 4k, the 8 went to the minus 4, and that's it. We didn't extend the arrow to go all the way over to that side, and we didn't extend it to go over here. Only to what's inside the parentheses. So first things first, we distribute, we see if we need to combine any like terms, and then we can treat it just like we did multi-step equations last week. So again, once we get to here, this is where we picked up from last week. So if you want to rewind, try it again, you can try this one on your own. Alrighty, math friends. So I'd like you guys to try this one on your own. You can go ahead and pause it, screenshot it, use your scrap paper. Try this one on your own. I will tell you it does help if you set up your fence through the equal sign as well as you give yourself your arrows for distributing. So I'm going to set those up for you, but I want you guys to try and do this one on your own. So I'm going to give a little pause. You can pause it here. And now I'll show you guys how we can walk through this question. So I like to, again, use a highlighter to help me keep track. So I see here I've got my -8 times my -8x. And I know, again, using my sine triangle or my math facts that a negative times a negative is going to give me a positive 64x. And that takes care of that yellow arrow. And that green arrow will be that next part of doing -8 times -6. Again, a negative times a negative is a positive, and 6 times 8 does give me 48. So that takes care of the left-hand side of the equation. When I look over the right-hand side, there's no like terms, there's nothing to be distributed, there's nothing to be combined. So that's just going to come down as is. If Miss Lieber could write correctly, that'd be awesome sauce. And 22, not 12. And then we are going to just solve it from here, just like we did last week. Again, a lot of you, when I saw you were doing your problem sets, you liked to move the variable over to the other side. That's going to be easier here, especially when you're dealing with some negative numbers, to get this to go hasta la bye-bye. 64 plus 6 is going to give me 70x. Bring down that positive 48 equals -22. In order to get rid of positive 48, I'm going to have to subtract 48 on both sides. And look at that. 70x equals -70. Again, you can use your calculator, your mental math, whichever way works for you. Divide by 70 on both sides, and x is going to equal -1. It is super duper important that when you are working through these questions, you make sure that you're using the same equation solving skills that we have been using all year long. So as you watch these videos this week, make sure that you are remembering your order of operations, which would be, again, GEMDAS or PEMDAS. And with that G or that P with grouping or parentheses, that distributive property is going to come first. So distribute, combine like terms if you need to, and then solve it just like we did multi-step equations last week. So again, if you have any questions, comments, or concerns, feel free to send me an email or a message on Schoology. And as always, it's a great day to have a great day.